I'm so hungover from eating so much chocolate. Hope you guys all had a really Merry Christmas or Crazy Kwanzaa or fucking awesome Festivus and just happy holidays overall. I've got lots of good stuff. I've seen some of your videos with your hauls and everything. Just as exciting as Christmas is all these half-off sales that seem to be happening in comic stores all over the world. So I have a bunch here from a half-off sale. I also have a bunch from a bunch of random, somewhat nefarious sources as well as completely legitimate sources. Just going to show them all. I'll try to mention where they're from. It doesn't really matter, but starting with this, I got this off that Bidding Wars Facebook site, which sometimes posts comics. So I got a whole bunch of these Bronze and Silver Age early DC books, like 10 of them for $4. So pretty stoked on that. This is Batman 201. This was in 1968, so it's sort of the ending-ish era of the like Adam West style stuff near the end. But all the character designs really look like the show and everything. But bright, beautiful colors on this. There's a bit of wear and stuff around it, but looks great. Also has a preview in there for like the first appearance of the Creeper and Anthro. Awesome book to have. Glad to have it. Really nice copy of a Bronze Age Superman book, Action Comics 435. Superman's always, or very constantly, seems to be just being a huge dick on the cover of all these early Superman stories. I guess that's sort of the center of their writing. Like, what if this all-powerful god guy somehow turned on everybody? So there he is, wrecking the world. Notice the W in wreck. This will come up later. From the half-off sale, this is The Defenders, number 82. Just an awesome Doctor Strange versus Hulk cover with the sweet Griffin in there. Just lots going on. Beautiful colors, beautiful lines on it. Just love this book, so I grabbed it. It was $3. Or it was $1.50. I don't know if he gave me half off on that one. Also got this set, which I have binge read. I read it in like 2 nights. Kingdom Come, Mark Waid, Alex Ross. This book is just a masterpiece, guys. Do I want to go into this right now? I'm going to go into it really quickly. If you know about this series, it came out in 1997, so a lot of schlock came out in the 90s. If you know a bit of the history, basically what happened was artists like Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee and some of these guys and Rob Liefeld all started their own company called Image Comics, saying, we don't need the writers, we deserve all the credit, which fair enough, they probably weren't being properly represented with some of those big companies back in the day, so they wanted their own books. They started Image, and they came with all their own heroes and their own hero teams, which were very different than sort of the traditional heroes. They killed, they were violent, they were tough, they didn't care. It was sort of heroes for the new era. So this story really almost directly deals with that issue. The old heroes sort of have all retired and moved on, and these young heroes have shown up and have just caused a mess in the world. And the new heroes have to return to sort of set things right. And it's sort of this ultimate question is if those heroes can come back or if they're now doomed because it's just gone so out of control. So really interesting story, and if you understand sort of the history of what was going on there, really fascinating take on that whole situation. So highly, highly recommend this series, guys. I've seen you guys get these half Wizard 1/2 issues. I'm not sure what's special about them. I guess they're just kind of rare. So I got Nightwing number 1 already, so I grabbed this. It was $2.50, and I guess there's a limited amount, so there's like that certificate of authenticity, as well as this like fancy bag was like, I guess came with it, so that's got the original fancy bag with it. I always grab the Kraven's Last Hunt stuff for whatever reason if I see it at a good deal, so $1.50 for that. I can't turn it down. I have 2 runs of it, but without number 1, part 1, I cannot ever seem to find part 1. All the rest I've found. This one I thought was the first appearance of, I can't remember the name of that character, that villain that might be in the new movie. But this book, partially because this book was listed at $12 for some reason, so I got it for $6, thinking I got that first appearance, but it's not. But this story, anyway, is supposed to be awesome. Starlin and Apparel's really good. I got another great book by him coming up. Just a super sexy Bronze Age Submariner. Love the colors. Love these I love just the sort of design and the layout of this book. It's just beautiful. Love these covers for these early Submariners ones. I told myself I was going to get a bunch of these when the half off sale came. This is the only one I ended up grabbing because the rest were pretty low grade, but Submariner books are so cheap, it's crazy. The Transmorphers, number 8. This is the first appearance of the Dinobots in comics. So, thought it was worth picking up. It was $5. Been keep my eye out for this one. It's not worth a ton, but the Dinobots and the Constructicons are my favorite Transformers, so glad to have those first appearances there. This is Daredevil number 42, autographed by Elaine, probably the owner of this. So pretty low grade. There's also number 6 right here in the middle, and just some general crud and stuff around it. The inside looks really good, and the staples are all tight and everything. So this book was $5. This is the first appearance of the Jester, who's one of Daredevil's sort of regular villains. I could see him showing up in the show, I think. You can do some interesting things telling stories with a character like that. And he sort of is a good contrast to the overly serious, at times, Daredevil, especially in these older issues. So I'd like to have an upgrade of this, but for $5, I figured I'd grab it. And I think what I'm going to do is there's like a lot of sort of just, it's like I said, it's like crud on there. It's sort of dirt, which I think could come off. So I might try, I've looked online at just some ways you can clean magazines and stuff. So I think this is going to be my test subject. I'm going to see how it looks trying to rub off some of that dirt. And you guys can fill me in. I don't think that would be considered restoration because you're just cleaning it, right? So let me know. More Kingdom Come. That's number 4. The Awesome Conclusion. This one was only $5 or $2.50 because it was half off. It was kind of got a little bit of a chipping in the corner. The other ones are really like perfect condition though. And that's number 3 with Shazam, Batman on there. What else? Deadpool. Number 34 of the first run. This is a Tom Chu cover. I just thought it was awesome. And this issue also features a whole bunch of random villains and stuff like that. So great sort of early Deadpool book, and $2.50. You can't really beat it. This one was from the mail. This is Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. So stoked to have this. This book's really gone down in value. Like leading up to the movie and after the movie, it was $100 to $150. This he had listed at like a 9.4, and I can't see anything wrong with it. To me, it's at least that. So super stoked to have this, and I got it for, I think it was $72 after everything. So really excited, and nice to see the price has gone way down. So keep an eye, if you're looking for this one, guys, it's a good time to grab it. If you guys don't know, this is the first appearance of this new team of Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have the trade around here somewhere, and I like that too. So. And this is part of that other like old books from the Facebook group. This is Superboy number 134. I thought it was hilarious because Superboy, again, being just a big dick, smashing up the school, saying, "Okay, class, I'll teach you how to do the 3 R's. Running, wrecking, and ripping." But as you can see, they spell wrecking wrong because wrecking starts with W, as we've seen. And Superman fathers a illegitimate son, and his baby mama shows up, says, "You gotta pay the bills, take care of your crazy Superboy." Don't know how this is resolved, but he probably just murders them both, I would assume. Another great Bronze Age book. This is all part of that same lot for like $4 or $5 or something. This is World's Finest 219, awesome Superman Batman team up. This was from, I went up to my wife's house, my wife's family's house on the Christmas break there. I had some time off work, so I had to stop at the comic store sort of on the way and picked up a few. These are all just from the dollar bin. My son was with me, so I couldn't really look too hard. I was sort of chasing him and looking through the books at the same time. So this is Batman versus Robin, number 12. First appearance of the guy who kills Robin. Got another copy of Secret Wars number 1, which I thought would be worth a little more, but it's not. So this is a dollar issue. You can see the mark on there. It's got a little bit of wear up the spine, but happy to have a reader copy. Infinite Crusade number 1. All right, so I was talking about Jim Aparo before. This I picked up. Well, I'll show this one first to explain it. So I saw this one online, Power Pack number 1. I was figured, I should grab them. You can get them for cheap. They got them for like 99 cents or whatever, fairly regularly. So this one was 99 cents online. You know, when you do that, you still got to pay $3 or $4 for shipping. So it's nice to find a couple other books with that same seller to add in there to sort of make it worth it. So this was another one, and I think this one was I want to say like $10 at the most, and he had it at a 7.0. It was one of those things, because I was really looking for this one, and then I saw this one. It's a book I've wanted. I was like, oh yeah, I'll throw that in there. I didn't really look at it as closely as I should have. For one, the spine sort of where it's set is a little bit off to the side, and you can see that it's like been cut off the side at the printer. Also, there's like these rips, or like there's a big tape pull on here, right on his face. This is Jim Aparo art as well. Oh no, this is Mike Kaluta art. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jim Aparo, I think he did those, what are they called? The Spectre ones. That's Jim Aparo. I'm all of them out. Sorry. But yeah, so this one I was choked because I wanted this book. He had it 7.0, he said, which I don't think with all these chunks out of it and in his hat and everything, that's a 7.0. It's pretty good besides those, I guess, so I'm no expert. But this point, I'm going to need an upgrade for that. It was still cheap, so happy to have it anyways, sort of, I guess. Not really. If somebody wants to, let me know. And as I do, I bid on one for like 99 cents, and then I found another buy it now for like $2. So I ended up doing the buy it now, and then I won the one I bid on too, like a few days later. So this one is okay. It was not $9. I don't know who had it at that. It's got some more wear. It's a little bit worse than the other one, but it's another Power Pack #1. So I've done this a couple times where I'm into a book and I ended up winning 2 of them. More dollar book bin issues. This is early in Humans, I guess. Lower grade, but sure. Aquaman #37. I love all these colors and stuff in these. It's pretty low grade, but it was $1, right? Like you can see the staples almost coming off, but it was $1, so I'm pretty happy with that. Brave and the Bold 83 with Batman and the Teen Titans. And another illegitimate son. These guys just get it on all over town. How they track these guys down, I don't know, but you'd think with their secret identities, that's the whole reason of having the secret identities. You can have all these illegitimate children and not have to take care of them, but I don't know. More dollar issues. Swamp Thing #58. Sweet Alan Moore Swamp Thing. Starting to work on this run. And the annual #2. I thought maybe this was the Justice League Dark premiere. But I think that's issue 50 or 49 maybe specifically. But this had that team on it. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll grab it. And I finally tracked this down. Fantastic 421. I've been looking for this book forever, and it's always taken and gone. This is the first appearance of Marvel Zombies. So super stoked to finally have this. And I got that for $1 as well. It was actually in a bin off to the side, and I mentioned it. The guy said, like, I got all these. This one wasn't marked, but it was off to the side near the dollar bins. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, that's just $1. That's fine. So I think it was supposed to be more than that, but he had the whole run of the Fantastic Four there. So yeah, stoked to get that one. Holy, I'm at 60 minutes, so I'm going to call it there, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Merry Christmas. Hopefully there'll be more stuff coming soon. Peace.